Hello, Vol. Welcome to episode 1 of The Consistent Creator. In this video, we're going to talk about how to pursue your dreams. Yeah, that's right. How to pursue your dreams. I'll go through the 4 steps. First, you need to have a vision. Second, once you have a vision, then you need to have a goal. Once you have a goal, or goals, plural for that matter, once you have goals, you need to have a plan. And then once you have a plan, you need to execute or put into action. So here we go. Let's start. Dream. So the dream, that is the ultimate goal, or that's the really first step, but that's the higher concept of what you want to achieve. Okay, so you have a dream. You're actually ahead of most people in the world because most people don't even have a dream. When you ask people in the world, hey, what do you want to do? What's your dream? What are you passionate about? The first thing they usually come out of their mouth, I don't know. But that's because people don't really think about it. And I think it's because, a lot of us, we lose our childlike enthusiasm. When you were a kid, you were curious, everything was fun, everything was energetic, you didn't have no cares in the world. But then, through parenting, societal pressure, news, media, and everything else, they tell you, oh, you can't pursue your dreams, you can't pursue your goals that way, or wait till you get into retirement, then you can take up the art class, then you can start that business. The traditional advice is, you want to go to school so you can get a job, so, you can get a safe job, you can become a doctor, an attorney, a lawyer, something that's stable, something that has, quote unquote, I guess, tried and true to the masses. But you can pursue a career in the arts. You can do something out of the ordinary. So, like I said, in this video, I want to give you the 4 steps that I think that can help you at least move you in the direction towards pursuing your dreams and pursuing your goals. All right, so like we said, so you have the dream, right? So step 1 is once you have that dream, you need to turn it into a vision. A vision meaning that what it is that you see, like what exactly does it look like for you. So I'll just go through some examples. So for example, a lot of people want to be in the entertainment industry. So if you want to be an actor or you want to be an actress, what exactly does that look like for you? Is that, starring in Broadway shows? Is that independent movies? Is that Hollywood blockbusters? Do you have a house in Santa Rita Hills? Do you have a house in Malibu? Do you have a gorgeous spouse, whether that's a husband? Do you have kids? What cars are you driving? Like, you want to get a clear-cut vision of what that dream looks like for you. Because when you get a vision provides clarity. And when you have clarity increases your confidence, which also increases your competence. So you're willing to, do what it is necessary in order to continue this dream. So that's why you want to have a vision. But the problem is that most people don't have a vision. They don't turn their dream into a vision. They just dream and dream and dream and dream and fantasize. But you don't turn it into a vision. So if you don't turn it into a vision, you won't really take the necessary steps. And like I said prior, the reason for that vision is because you want to create clarity for yourself. When you have clarity, like I said, I'll repeat it one more time. When you have clarity, it increases your confidence. When your confidence is high, you feel great. You feel on top of the world. You feel like you can accomplish anything. It doesn't matter what is thrown in front of you. You have high confidence. And when you have high confidence, you'll do the work. You'll do what is required, which will increase your competence. So when you have high clarity, high confidence, and high competence, you become unstoppable. You become very dangerous. And you can achieve your dream in record time. So step 1 is you want to have a vision. Like I said, it creates clarity, and it just accelerates the process. And it helps you eliminate a lot of unnecessary things. It will also help you eliminate distractions too, because when you're clear cut and you say, hey, this is what's serving my vision. If it doesn't serve your vision, you won't really engage in it. You won't worry about doing those type of activities. So that's why you want to have a clear cut vision that will lead you and that will guide you just like a GPS. So once you have a vision, then Once you have a vision, step 2 is you want to turn it into a goal. Yeah, that's right, a goal. Goals are actionable steps that will have you go from mile to mile or from checkpoint to checkpoint. It's not enough just have a vision. And yeah, like I said, you have a vision and that's great, but you want to have goals, because the smaller goals will create your bigger vision, and your bigger vision will turn your dream into a reality. So that's the reason why you want to have goals, because it helps. So and then too, by having goals, it makes it manageable. It makes it not so overwhelming when you have goals. You already know, okay, cool, I need to take care of this goal first, I need to take care of this goal second, I need to take care of this goal third. And then also too, it's like a staircase. It could just build on top of each other. So that's why goals are important. And also that when you have goals help you get started. And the sooner you start, the sooner you finish. That's another big mistake. Besides not having a vision, most people just dream. And then they don't turn, like I said, they don't turn their vision into goals. And then they want to know why, they're not succeeding at what they want to do. They want to know why, it's been 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years later from their original dream, and they want to know why they're no closer. It's because they don't have no goals. And once again, goals, just like a vision, it provides clarity, it provides direction. You can execute a strategy, or you can execute something, but you be going the wrong direction. If you're supposed to be going north and you're going south, you're going the wrong way, and vice versa. If you're supposed to be going south and you're going north, and you're supposed to be north going south, it's the same thing. You're going in the wrong direction. So that's why you want to have goals, because just like a vision, a goal will guide you, and it will show you the direction that you're supposed to go in. So goals are very important. That's also a reason why they want to know. That's another reason why the rich get richer, and they say the poor get poor, or the successful become successful, and the non-successful stay non-successful. It's because of goals. Most millionaires and most successful people, they have goals, which is tied to their schedule. That's just a bonus to it, but they tied to their schedule. When they have goals, they have a schedule, and they usually stick to that schedule as best as they can. That also allows them to accelerate the process of achieving that goal. And then, like I said, when you have all of these goals, your goals become a part of your higher vision, and your higher vision becomes a part of your dream, which you turn your dream into a reality. So goals, very, very, very important to have goals. If you want to do what the 3% is doing, then you need to have goals. That's what you need to do. Have goals. So the next step after having goals is you want to have a plan. This is very important. You want to have a plan. Now, I understand the philosophy out there that says, instead of ready, aim, fire, a lot of people just fire, and then they'll aim on the way down. Now, when I say plan, meaning that you could at least have a rough outline or a rough simulation on how you expect things to go. Here's the caveat, here's the pro, and here's the con. The pro for that is because when you plan, it's easier for you to achieve that, because you already know it's going to take you 10 steps. Versus if you don't plan, you don't even know. You just, okay, hey, I'm finna start here, and I'm finna start. You only have 2 checkpoints, but you don't know how many steps it's going to take you to get through that. You know what I'm saying? It's like having maps or Google Maps. If you're traveling and you check, the Google Maps, and it tells you, hey, you have 10 miles to go, you're like, okay, you can kind of anticipate that. Or if it says, hey, there's a crash within 8 miles. You know, you can make it an adjustment at that mile marker. But if you don't plan at all, you just say, hey, I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, that's great. You get started. It's better than, most people that just plan. But the con to that is you can also reduce that. And the thing about it is too is that we all have limited amount of time. You want to be smart about your time. Why would you want to take twice as long to get somewhere when you could have just planned a little bit the first time? Now, like I said, the other side of the coin is you don't want to plan too much, because you have people that just plan. They don't do nothing. They don't even get started. So when I say plan, that means that at least have a rough outline so that you can get started. Like I'm a published author. When I wrote my first book, which I'm in the process of rebranding and creating a whole franchise off it, but when I wrote my first book, I didn't do a lot of planning. Now, that's a pro and a con. If I would have did more planning, I probably would have made the book better. But my ultimate goal was to get the book published. If I would have sat there planning, I probably would still be writing that book. And my goal was to do it within a year, and I did it. So I had a plan. But on the other side too, there were days when it got hard, and I didn't know my plan or my map helped me get to the finish line. Because there was some days I didn't look at my map, or I had it, but I kept it handy, and I was wondering, like, man, this is tough, this is rough. Like, how am I supposed to continue? I didn't know where I was going. I felt like I was a deer in the headlights. But I pulled out that map, I pulled out that plan, and I was like, oh, okay, this is where I need to go. In 2 miles I need to go left, and then in the next 2 miles after that I need to go right. So, like, as you can see from that small story, that by me having a plan, it allowed me to get my book published within a year. Like I said, if I didn't have it, I probably still, if I didn't have a plan, I would have been lost. I'd have been frustrated, and I probably would have quit the project. But then if I would have been planning too much, I probably wouldn't have finished it, because I would have been planning. And the thing about, here's a gold nugget too. You want to focus on progress, not perfection. Yeah, that's right. You want to focus on progress, not perfection. That's another reason why a lot of us don't pursue our dreams or achieve our dreams, because we want it to be perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. Speaking about the book, principle number 4 in that book is all about adaptability. And that's the thing. That's why you want to focus on progress and not perfection, because most of the time you can adapt to certain things. But if you focus on perfection, it has to be perfect. It has to go this way. It has to go that way. You don't open yourself to be flexible in your approach, you're going to frustrate yourself, and then you're going to quit the project. So planning is very important. Like I said, at least have a rough outline. Now, if you are one of those meticulous people where you have to know everything, you have to know every detail, that's fine. But just make sure you actually take action. Don't spend all that time planning, you don't take no action. And then if you're one of those people, I'm very action oriented. Yeah, that's great. But if it takes you twice as long to get there, that's open to perspective. That's subjective. But I would just highly recommend at least have a small base plan. That, like I said, doesn't have to be meticulous, but just at least have a plan that will at least encourage you to take action. So that was step 2. The next one, so once you have a vision, that was number 3. So number 1 was once you have a vision. Number 2 is you want to have goals. And then number 3, which I just covered, is you want to have a plan. Now, lastly, which ties into this, is that you want to execute, which is basically, it means take action. You have to take action. Nothing in this world is accomplished without action. You can't get around it. There's no hack, there's no trick, there's no system, there's no nothing. You need to take action, preferably daily. The more action you take, like I said, the sooner you get there. And there's going to be some days, the actions that you take, it's going to be terrible. you're going to look back the next day and be like, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I took this action. This is terrible. But here's the thing. Some action is better than no action. Like I said, as we say in writing or as an author, it's easy to fix a crappy page versus a blank page, because at least you wrote. And we always say in writing, nothing's written, it's rewritten. And that's the same thing too for your life and for your story. You can always rewrite your story. You may have started out bad, but you can always finish it. It's not always about the beginning. You really want to focus more on the middle and on the ending. And focus on the current. Focus on what you can do right now. Because when you change your current decisions, that will change your future. That will change your destiny. But if you focus on all the mistakes, all the things that didn't go right in the past, that's just going to delay you. I always say, when you focus on the problem, you delay solutions. Stop focusing on the problem. Focus on the solutions. Focus on what you can do, even if it's something small. I love the saying. If you can't walk, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, make progress. Take action. You can do it, but you got to take action. But the thing about it is procrastination. I'm guilty of that too. I used to be a huge procrastinator. I kind of cut it down a little bit, but we all procrastinate. But you want to limit your procrastination time. You really, really do. You want to really limit or eliminate your procrastination time. And through my studies, I kind of figured out that procrastination really there's two main sources of procrastination. Number one, insecurity, or number two, fear. That's why I feel like most people procrastinate. They either procrastinate because they're insecure about something, or it's because of fear. Now, we all have insecurities. I'm not gonna, sit here and go through the insecurities that most people have, but we all have insecurities. I have insecurities. You have insecurities. We all have insecurities about something. But we can't let our insecurities stop us from achieving what we want to achieve in life. You got to push past it. You got to look at it and say, what's more important? Living a great life and a great future, or letting my insecurities get the best of me? You got to really think long and hard about that question. So, don't let your insecurities get you. But the other part, which is fear, is that either fear of success or fear of failure. Now, contrary to popular belief, I was always afraid of success. Like, that's what really got me. I was always afraid of success. What if I do it and it actually work? What if it really happens and it happens fast? Am I be able to handle it, or is it gonna disappear overnight? And like I said, I'm a work in progress, just like everybody else. But I'm learning not to let my insecurities, and I'm learning not to let my fears overtake me, so that I can become the person that I was meant to be, to inspire, to impact, and to influence, the world to go out and to live their best life. So, to recap, everything starts with a dream. Everything starts with a dream. So, dream and dream big. Step one on how to pursue that dream is you want to have a vision. As I mentioned previously, vision is very important. It provides clarity. Step two, once you have that vision, then you want to turn that vision into goals. You want to break that vision up into goals. I want to achieve X by this time. This will allow you to achieve it quicker than to just dream and then you waste 10, 15, 20 years of your life, maybe 30 years of your life, and you wish you would have done it sooner. So, Step one is you want to have a vision. Step two is you want to have goals. Step three is once you have goals, you want to have a plan. Now, once again, it doesn't have to be meticulous, it doesn't have to be detailed, but you want to have some type of plan. And you want to have a plan, or what I like to call a map. The difference between a map and a plan is that a map is very fluid, just like Google Maps. So if you need to make a detour, you can. A lot of times we get caught up on plans, we don't go according to plan, and then we just want to scrap the whole plan and get rid of the whole project and get rid of the whole dream. So have a plan, have a map to at least let you know, kind of give you a rough estimate of what it's really going to take to make this dream become a reality. And last but not least, which is the most important, is execution, or take action. And like I said, you want to try to take action daily. The more action you take and the sooner action you take, the sooner you can accomplish your dreams. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. It was an honor and a privilege to explain these 4 steps on how to make your dreams become a reality. I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing your next video. Simmons out.